Let's continue with the steps to get your ex back when he leaves town in a few days. Step 3. The waiting meeting. The first impression can be important, but in most cases the last impression you have of someone lasts forever. This could be the last impression you make on your ex, so make it count. I repeat, don't look like a needy or desperate person, but don't be fake either. Be honest and honest. Try to rekindle the attraction, connection, and trust your ex had with you when you were together. This is what I mean. Suppose your ex brings up the topic that the two of you will never meet again, or won't see each other for a long time. Acting out of need or desperation will provoke a reaction similar to this. You start crying uncontrollably. You start to convince him to get back together. You start to negotiate about everything you can do to make the relationship work. At the other end of the case, the following is something a person who is trying to pretend will do. I would say they're fine about it. Change the subject and start talking about how wonderful everything is in your life. Try to make you jealous by mentioning another love interest you have. And finally, someone who is completely confident, but is also honest and vulnerable is going to act like this. He calmly says that he feels sad because he is leaving. He says something like, "There is a part of me that wants us to continue together. But I know that is not the reality and maybe it is better that we broke up. Or I hope we can be part of each other's life in the future, at least as friends. I value and respect you as a person and I definitely appreciate that at some point you were a big part of my life." Got the idea? Good. This is just the beginning. Now get to the real job. That means you can now begin to rebuild attraction, connection, and trust with your ex again. Step 4. Once your ex leaves town. Once your ex has moved or left town, you need to decide your next course of action carefully. Do not contact again. If your last meeting with your ex didn't go as planned, or if you weren't able to enforce the no contact rule well due to lack of time, then you should start no contact again. Do this for at least 2 weeks, and make sure you work to improve your communication skills during those 2 weeks. From now on, good communication skills are your greatest weapons in this uphill battle. In fact, it's always a good idea to have no contact for at least 2 weeks after your ex moves in. This is because you will probably be settling in or exploring the new city for a couple of weeks after moving in. Once established, you will have a lot more free time on your hands and will be more open to talking to someone with whom you are already familiar. Get back in touch. When you get back in touch, you should be as casual as possible and start working from there. If your ex left after the breakup, I don't recommend sending him a handwritten letter. Instead, I recommend that you use text messages to initiate contact. Once you and your ex have started talking on a regular basis, you should start reaching out more and more on social media to increase their attraction to you right now. But more than attraction, you must work on the connection and trust between you and your ex. You can find each other. This can be tricky because they stay in different cities. But it's not that difficult if you plan things ahead. The meeting can be classified into 2 categories. An informal meeting. An intentional encounter. This is really good. Because if you and your ex decide to go to the trouble of traveling to another city, just to meet up, it means things are getting serious. The only time you should come up with something like this is if you feel like you and your ex have developed a deep connection and it's worth moving on. Step 5. Skills that make a difference. This plan is based on the fact that you are able to rebuild the attraction, connection and trust with your ex, using only the words that come out of your mouth, or that you write on your phone. It can be quite overwhelming perhaps, but it is actually easy to learn and implement. We teach those skills in the online course which is paid. Additional material is also included in the course to help you develop and maintain a long-distance relationship with an ex and an ex. You can check it here. We've received incredible reviews about this e-course from heartbroken people around the world. Good. Tired of seeking the necessary help that will really allow you to win back your ex? Let us help you. Click here below to have immediate access to the personalized guide where we tell you what you should do to avoid making mistakes in the process. Subscribe and comment.